Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah wa syukurillah wa la hawla wa la quwata illa billah. Rabbi sahri sadri wa yassirli amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Dear students, 2018, Alhamdulillah, today we can meet again on the fourth meeting of banking management. And before we start, I have shown you in the screen about the website of BSMR. I think you're questioning me why Pak Dimas shows the BSMR website. Yeah. So if you see and open this website, dear sisters and brothers, this kind of website telling you about the certification agencies on risk management. So basically, if you learn about finance, actually you are supposed to understand the risk management concept, because this concept of management, risk management, can be broke into various aspects and various jobs that you are going to be focused on. And by the way, this agency will give you such certifications, assessments, whereby you are qualified in the end of the day as the risk management officers. Yeah. And IPF actually, since this year, tries to pursue and encourage the students, particularly the last batch, namely 2017, to join this kind of certifications assessments. So all the fees will be covered by IPF, yeah. But before they start this kind of assessment, we will try to conduct several workshops, several training, yeah, regarding with risk management. And actually, you are so blessed because the workshop that I'm going to teach them actually is related with the slide that we are now focusing on, and we are going to focus on these semesters, yeah, about the financial banking management. So hopefully, Sigit and also other friends, when you are going to graduate next year, we can conduct this kind of assessment as well. And if you have graduated, perhaps, and you pass, yeah, because these certifications will be conducting through some examination tests, yeah. So if you pass the examination test, for sure you will get the certificate, yeah, and the way around, yeah. And if you see here, sisters, before we start, I just want to show you and just have another motivations, yeah, to learn this program or this course. Okay, let me just open the this program certifications, yeah, here. So here is the program that organized by BNSP. Yeah, so if you have passed the examination, the certificate will be released by Badan Nasional Sertifikasi Profesi. So this the recognized institution in Indonesia and also globally as well. Yeah. So what this program will teach you? So this the course, yeah. So here we have 5 levels, yeah. So every levels they have they have their own respective course and also examinations. And here level 1 at the level 5, yeah. So for you, because you are the beginner, I just equip you with the level 1 risk management. And Alhamdulillah, I myself, sisters and brothers, before I inform you about this risk management, I have already passed until level 3. Yeah, so now I'm going to pursue another levels, yeah, level 4 and level 5. So I just want to make you confidence, yeah, when you have graduated from international programs. You just not only recognize yourself as the students, but you are recognized by others. How you be recognized by others? Don't just talk by your own. Let the certificate tells them, yeah, that you have capability on that. Yeah. So in the end of the program, you not only being qualified as the international student program because you have 500 TOEFL, inshallah, yeah, once graduated, but also you have this certification of professions, yeah, because you are related with finance. So this test competency hopefully can strengthen your qualifications when you have graduated. Yeah. So I am preparing you since now for the first one. Yeah, level one. All the costs, don't think about the cost. Yeah, IPF will think on it. Yeah. And here we have also uh, the details here about the materials, yeah, and the form. You can just think on it later on. This is just for early information. So now, because you are going to learn about risk management, so it is related to these certification agencies. Yeah. So in the end, if you want to take next year, we will try to organize next year. So you don't need to learn a bit details because you have learned before today in this course. So this course basically aims to prepare and equip you to pass the examination test for certification the next year. Is it compulsory? Optional. For those who are interested and want to be more qualified in area of finance, so we do encourage you to register and we try to help you, assist you in order to prepare this one well. Okay, we don't want to discuss in details. You can just read by your own letter. Yeah, I just want to start with the slide. Yeah, I think you have already opened my class. You can just download all the material content inside. And we will cover two meetings now because these meetings are related to each other about the financial performances and also risk management. Okay, we start with the risk management slide. You can open by your own as well through my class. Okay, this one, yeah, risk management. Can you see the screen, Sigit, from your laptop or handphone, Sigit?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will continue and start with this one, yeah. So, dear brothers and sisters, this concept of risk management basically not only applicable in the course of economics or finance, but also applicable with your life as well. So if you master of this risk management concept, basically you try to evaluate and try to apply with yourself as well, because you are living in very competitive environments. You are living in very uncertain situations. So how you make yourself success? So by taking the risk management, you manage the risk. You cannot eliminate risk. You cannot avoid the risk, but you only can manage the risk. And here, the best organization are those who can identify the right risk to take on and the one to avoid. Yeah, avoid. Yeah, you want to minimize, not avoid at all, but minimize. And in this living environments, either in the context of institution or your personal life, yeah, we are given two choices, or maybe three choices. Is this and others? The first is too high level of risk, or too little level of risk, or the third one is in between. Please think of it. Yeah. You are faced with the too high, too little, or in between. Let me read the next statements. Dealing with too little risk often means that the organization or yourself. So this context can be applied with your personal life as well, not only in the context of organizations, because you are a human being. You have emotion and motivation to conduct such particular activities. The organization is being too conservative and is limiting their potential for growth. Please think of it. I think you can think in your own personal perspective. If you tend to be very conservative, yeah, you are avoiding risk. You don't want to take any risk. You just a linear man. Yeah, you just doing the life as usual, flowing the water. Yeah, and you don't face the risk. Yeah, very linear. So commonly you limiting your potential for growth. You just being a ordinary human being, just common human being. No activities that want to be promoted in the high level. In the context of student, for example, you just enjoy and satisfied with the CGPA 3.0, not more. As long as your CGPA 3.0, you are satisfied. Enough, for example. And the way around, yeah, too much risk. However, and the company is likely to crash and burn at some point along the way. It means that if you are too motivated, you are taking the risk too high, somehow you are burned with this one. Why? Because somehow you cannot anticipate the impact. For example, in the case of students, yeah, there are two activities mainly in the student life. First, as the academicians only, meaning that you just go to campus and go to whole house, ya kupu-kupu, kuliah pulang, for example. And the second one, you not only taking as academicians, but also you are the activists. You are actively engaged in some organization, either internal or external campus. Yeah, and you take both. Yeah, and because of you are too motivated to be an activist, for example, yeah, you left the academicians. Yeah, your time is exhausted. Yeah, in terms of the academic, so your CGPA will be low. Yeah, because you take more risk. Yeah, to active in the activists in organizations. Yeah, and the way around. So what is the best one, the ideal one? In my personal understanding and my humble understanding, yeah, the risk actually is surrounding us. You cannot avoid, you cannot eliminate, you only can reduce and mitigate that risk. How? The questions. These four ways. This one is going to be learned today. How to make your risk is manageable by taking 4 steps of risk. The first, identify the risk. Analyze and evaluate the risk. The third, track the risk. And the fourth, monitor and review the risk. So these 4 steps basically will equip you how to make the risk is manageable, not too high, not too low, and manageable, so that your life is enjoy. You can you don't limit your potential growth, but in the same time, dear brothers and sisters, you can save your risk. It means that your life is not too risky. In the same time, you can upgrade your life in the high level. So if you look at somebody else, maybe you are questioning them, why these people is considered to be success in your age, in your perspective. In others, somehow is not success, according to your understanding. The answer is because these people that you see, perhaps they have good risk management. They can manage their life, so they can go both. They can go all the things in the well conditions, yeah, because they can manage the risk that they have. Let me see one by one. You can ask and interrupt, yeah, in the meanwhile, if you have some question, please. And second one, here is the threat and opportunities. Yeah, the threat here actually refers to the too high risk actually. So if
Sorry,
if you
sir.
choose, yes.
Your screen stop in slide That number one, sir. It's stop.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sigit. Can you see now, Sigit, please? The second slide, can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Sigit, for your
Yes.
corrections. Yes, okay, I can continue. And you can just ask a question in the meanwhile if you have some inquiries. Okay, the second one about threat and opportunities. And the threat here, yeah, basically sisters and brothers, refers to the too high level of risk. So if you choose activities, whatever in your life, yeah, that tends to be highly in terms of the risk, actually you are facing the threats. It threat your life because you are too risky, yeah. And the way around, if you look at the thing that not to be risky, it means that you just look the activities as it is, yeah, and you see these activities has future benefits. For example, Sigit and friends, you are now in IPF programs, and now you are thinking that IPF will share you and give you future benefits because you are exposed with international environment, for example. So on this context, you see the opportunities in the programs. Yeah. So opportunities here actually refers to the potential growth of your activities since now. Yeah. If you see from this statement, all projects activities carry some element of risk, which are uncertainties about them that could affect the project for better and or worse. Risks include both threats, negative impacts, and opportunities, positive impacts, that projects managers must assess. Threats have a potentially negative impact that the project management team should strive to mitigate. Yeah. Organization and stakeholders are willing to accept various degrees of risk. This is called risk tolerance. I talked to you before, if you have project, the threat and opportunities in your project or in your life, you will have ability to set your risk tolerance. So if you have assessed yourself, for example, Sigit, I am a student, yeah, I'm not clever enough, yeah, but I have ability to engage in the organization. I have ability engaging in the non-academic activities, for example, yeah. So you have already identified your weakness and your strengths. And once you have identified your strength and your weaknesses, you can position your life, your activities, whether you will go more to one or go more to others. Yeah. So on this context, if you have positioned your life or your activities, it means that you have already had capacity to set your risk tolerance. Yeah. So you are tolerated the risk until this level. You are tolerated the risk until this level. Because once you have identified the risk tolerance, you will be able to manage the risk. You will be able to direct yourself, yeah, to make the risk manageable. Yeah. So this is the knowledge is very difficult to be implemented somehow. Otherwise, you have opportunity to assess your threat and opportunities. It means that you have understood your potential, dear brothers and sisters. You have to know yourself first. What the strength, what the weaknesses. The third one, identify the risk. Yeah. Identified risk should be documented in the risk register. Yeah, we will see next chapter. That consists of the risk of all the identified risks, their root causes, categories, responses. This information may be used to update the risk breakdown structures. So better for now, not only applicable to the companies, but applicable for you and I, yeah, you need to identify the list of risks that may face during your activities. For example, here during your program in IPF, you have listed, I will be success finishing the IPF program until in the end because of this strength. You wrote your strength, and also you wrote your weaknesses. So by writing this the strength and your weaknesses, you have documented your risk identifications. It means that you have known this one, that the bad one, the bad impact, this the good impact. This is the meaning of the identify the risk. The next one. The fourth, analyze and evaluate the risk. So once you have identified the threats you are facing, so you have identified your opportunity, your threats, yeah, your strengths and weaknesses, you need to calculate both the likelihood of these threats being realized and their possible impacts. So both here, I emphasize the two terms, yeah, the impacts and the likelihood of the threat, the keywords. Yeah. So if you have identified your weakness and strength, I do believe that you have ability to picture or to map, yeah, the likelihood of these weaknesses, of this strength to be realized. I do believe you can, because you have emotions, you have imagination, you have your thoughts, yeah. And also, it is possible for you as well to measure the impacts. So if this weakness happens, what the impacts? If this opportunity, if this strength happens, what the impacts? Yeah. One way of doing so, yeah, is to make your best estimate of probability of the event occurring, and then multiplying it by amount of it's quite details. Yeah, I will show you later on the in the examples. Yeah, and the risk matrix is based on the principles of the risk has two primary dimensions. I think in the module, you can see the modules. This is the slide. Yeah, the module. This is a matrix. Okay, I just change into module. I just want to share with you how we apply the risk management either in the company and also your life as well. Risk management. Okay, this one. Risk management. Okay, you can open your module of risk management, page 5. Yeah, page 5. If you can open your laptop there. Okay, I cannot open, unfortunately, sisters and brothers. Oh, sorry, this one. Okay, Sigit, can you see the screen, Sigit, about the strength and weaknesses and others?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this one. Yeah, if you can see here the slide, the screen, here that I means. Yeah. So you have the internal factors, you have the external factors. Yeah. The strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Yeah. So here the external factors, opportunity and threat considered to be external factors because beyond your control, beyond your documentations. And here the internal factors, strength and weaknesses inside your body, inside yourself. Yeah. So if you have already understood the strength and others here, you can set the risk register like this. Yeah. I have in my life basically sisters and brothers this one. Yeah. So since I was in a second semesters when I did my bachelor in economics around 12 years ago. Yeah. I have already, by the way, set this one. I have already constructed the internal factors, external factors. What will I do in the next future 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, inshallah, we have already said it. So whatever that we are doing right now actually is by design. Yeah. So we are having the risk control in our life. We have to do this, we don't do this, that. So our energy is effective and efficient. So you don't do activities that beyond your design life or design activities. Yeah. And this is kind of the risk registers. So it is the risk register. Risk scenario, likelihood, consequence, risk rating, risk control, and treated risk rating. So if you can construct this one, inshallah your life will be smooth, particularly during your study time. Yeah, for example, Sigurd, for the risk scenario, in the fifth semester, you have to finish the CGPA 3.5. You have to have a TOEFL 500. You have to set the thesis topic. You have to have a business, for example, blah blah blah. And to what extent the likelihood? It is possible, not possible, likely, or maybe it is not likely. Consequence, if you conduct this one and that one, major, moderate, or very low, or whatever. And risk rating, it is a high risk, moderated risk, or low risk. One, you have already rated the risk. How to control the risk? What the activities that can manage the risk so that the high risk is not risky for you. Yeah. And treated risk rating, medium. So this one, if you can set this risk register, these risk registers, by the way, inshallah your life will be smoothly done. Yeah, because you have already managed all the thing in your hand. Yeah, in your thought. Yeah. Okay. Any question before I start? I continue, sisters, brothers, with the slide. Okay. I back to the slide. Okay, we continue again to the next slide. Okay, this one. Yeah. Analyze and evaluate the risk. Yes, you have two probability here: likelihood and impact. Yeah, likelihood, the percentage 0 until 100. The impact here could be positive, could be negative. Yeah. The next one. Here, yeah. When you have already had the matrix, you have already calculated the impact, the likelihood, yeah, the impact. So now you have the rights, yeah, to mapping the characteristic between the risk of impact and the probability of risk. And here we have four, sisters and brothers, by the way. Which one you are? You can just set by your own later on. We have four: low impact and low probability. Yeah, low impact and low probability. It does mean that risk is in the bottom left corner, are low level, and you can often ignore them. So if you have identified the probability and the impact is low, you can ignore this risk. Done. You can go, you can carry on your activities, continue. And the second one, low impact but high probability. Probability of happening, of occurring. Yeah. Risks in the top left corner are of moderate importance. If these things happens, you can cope with them and move on. However, you should try to reduce the likelihood that they will occur. Yeah. And the next one, high impact and low probability, the way around of the previous one. The high impact but low probability. Risks in the bottom right corner are the high important if they do occur, but they are very unlikely to happen. For this, however, you should do what you can to reduce the impact they will have if they do occur. And you should have plans in place just in case they do. So the example here is the probability of the sun rises from the east. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. So low probability, but if it happens, yeah, this word will be over. Yeah. The sun rises from the east, from the west. Yeah. This is the just example. High impact but low probability. And the next one, the last part, high impact, high probability. The risk towards the top right corner are the critical importance. These are your top priorities and are risks that you must pay close attention to. Yeah. So this example could be the student, for example. Yeah, they have passed almost 7 years studying in the bachelor degree, but they have not yet finished until now, and they are threatened to be dropped out by university, for example. So this considered to be high risk, high probability. So you have to be prioritized on this kind of activities. So now you have already had these four possibilities, sisters and brothers. Please now identify your risk first. And second one, evaluate. The third one, analyze. Which one you are? The first, second, third, or fourth. And the last one here is that sorry. The next one is the trade the risk. Yeah. So once you have already understood the risk evaluation and the risk assessment, now you have four strategies. I give you the strategies now. How to mitigate, how to reduce the potential risks that may make your risk upgrading. There are four possible strategies for dealing with the risks that may have negative impacts on the projects or your life as well. The first one, avoid. You try to avoid. Avoid means you don't want to close with this because highly prohibited. Yeah, highly prohibited. You are not supposed to deal with this. Avoid. And the second one, transfer. You transfer the risk. Yeah, this happens to be in insurance. So if you have insurance in your life, basically you try to transfer the risk to others by paying the premium, isn't it? Yeah, this is the strategies for tackling for tackle the negative risk. And the third one, mitigate. You mitigate the risk. You want to accept the risk, but you want to mitigate not all the risks you are going to be accepted. Yeah. And the fourth one is accept the risk. You are okay with the risk. Why are you okay with the risk? Because you are thinking that the risk is manageable or within the tolerated risk. You are still manage the risk well. You accept that one. And the second one, dealing with the opportunities. Yeah, this one is dealing with the threats, negative impacts, and now dealing with the positive impacts. Yeah, if you see the future good to be happens, so how to explore these good opportunities? The first, exploit. You try to exploit, or you want to be more actively involved in that one. For example, in the IPF, you feel that EPF will give you the good benefit. You try to actively engage in all programs that share to you. You exploit this. And the second one, you share. You want to be not alone. You want to be inviting others to be with you so that it is more impactful. It happens in the social organization, for example. Yeah, you invite others, you involve in others, yeah, with them, you go project together because you want to share and make a great impact more compared to alone. And the third one is enhance. Yeah, enhance. You want to upgrade yourself. For example, in the context of IPF, you don't only satisfy with the TOEFL 500, you want to be maybe 550 or 600. You want to enhance your English capacity because you want to face the good opportunity ahead. Yeah. And the last one is you just accept. You just enjoy whatever you are now. You accept what the activities you are doing now. Yeah. So those things, sisters and brothers, by the way, some strategies how we deal with negative and positive impact due to risks that we are facing in daily life or in the context of company that is dealing with the company activities. Yeah. The next one, sisters, is monitor and review the risk. Monitoring and review should be a planned part of the risk management process and involve regular checking or surveillance. The results should be recorded and reported externally and internally. Unappropriate. Also, all our responsibilities for monitoring and review should be clearly defined. So once you have already conducted identification, evaluation, assessment, and also you have already having strategies for that, you now just monitoring, surveillance the risk. Therefore, in the context of banking sectors, they have auditors, internal, auditor externals, yeah. They have also central bank. We have OJK, yeah, OJK, yeah. We have Bank Indonesia. They are the one that will be monitoring and reviewing the risk. If they feel that the risk is higher compared to the tolerated policies, they will intervene. So the intervention here in the context of risk basically is to ensure that the risk is not going beyond the tolerated one. Sisters and brothers. Yeah. So if you have already set everything well, so now you just monitoring and reviewing the risk smoothly. Yeah. And the last one, the conclusion is all risk management processes follow the same basic steps. And this risk management basically, system brothers, not only applicable to the industry, to the companies, to the policy of the government, but also applicable for you as well as individuals. Yeah, if you can set the risk management smoothly, inshallah, I do believe that your life will be very fruitful, very beneficial, and impactful. Yeah, inshallah. Although sometimes different jargon is used to describe these steps, together these four-step risk management processes combine to deliver a simple and effective risk management process. So if you can understand these processes smoothly, inshallah, you can make your life, your environment, so your society will be more anticipated in any other negative, yeah, impacts, yeah, coming from either internal or external environments. Okay, sisters and brothers, this is just the introduction for the risk management. Yeah, I do believe that you are interested with this concept, with this course, and you can read in the module. I have already put in details there. Any questions before I carry on with the next one? Financial performance, please.
Sir,
Yes, Sigit, any questions, Sigit?
when do we manage risk, especially in the companies?
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, Sigit?
And how do you know that the risk management we have made is successful?
Okay, the first question, when risk management should be done? Yeah,
Yes.
actually, Sigit, risk management, yeah, not only be done because of we are facing problems. Please do emphasize on this. Somehow, yeah, we try to mitigate the risk in our paradigm, yeah, if we are facing a problem or we are facing difficulties. Yeah, for example, you are facing difficulties, somehow we are panicking, yeah, we are panic, and we searching a solution together by taking discussions and others. In my personal understanding, risk management is part and parcel with the daily activities. So the risk management should be and must be done either in the abnormal situation and or normal situations. So the risk management should be done when the people will do whatever they are going to do. Yeah, because risk management basically help you, assist you to measure to the probability of your activity will be successful or fail, and also the impact of this failure and this success. So the short answer is when whatever the activities you will or you are doing, either in concept of companies or in context of personal activities. And the second one is regarding with your question about apa Sigit tadi? Diulang lagi Sigit, maaf.
How do you know that the risk management we have made is successful?
Okay. So how we ensure that the risk management that a particular company or personal life successful or not? Yeah. Here's you get the answer. Yeah. The answer is that by taking these four matrix. So the most simple understanding, if we successfully manage the risk, is from the ability to make the impact of such particular risk is reduced. So for example, you have a project in your company, yeah, and you measured, yeah, in the particular in the mid of pandemic right now, yeah, you are building a road or bridges, yeah, bridge, and suddenly COVID happens and the budget is cut, and it is unexpected uh, disasters that we have not thought before, and now you are looking the strategies, yeah, and in the first place initially this risk is supposed to be high, ya kan? But because of you are the good managers, you are good directors, you are good managers, you can think of several strategies. For example, you are sharing the risk with the insurance, yeah, and you are stop the project, yeah, you are taking insurance, or you are successfully look for some borrowing, yeah, from other companies, so you can finance your projects and not quite impact with the COVID, for example. So for that one, you can make the impact as not bad as before. Yeah. So the impact there usually 5, and you can reduce into 2, for example, because of your smart strategies. So the answer is that when the managers or directors or even you yourself can minimize the supposed impact as previous one. Begitu sedikit kira-kira.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, any other questions or maybe statements, response, please? Okay, if there is no any questions, I please to move to others. Yeah, I think you have opened my next slide about financial performance. Okay, okay, Sigit sudah lihat slide saya Sigit, financial performance?
Masih proses, Pak.
Masih proses, oke. Okay.
Sudah ada, Pak.
Oke, okay, baik. Okay, if you have opened in your my class, our fourth meeting of banking financial management course, yeah, is introduction to financial performance. Yeah, so this financial performance basically equip you to more understand about risk management, because in the risk management previously you studied about how to measure the probability and the impact, isn't it? And now, practically, how to measure this one? Practically, how? Now, here we try to learn about the key financial ratios. So how you analyze the risk, how you minimize the risk, how you manage the risk is by taking key financial ratios. Yeah. So this course explains the tools used to assess the financial performance of an organization. These are known as the key financial ratios. Yeah. And they help you interpret financial information in a way that can aid you in making the right decisions when choosing who to work with or sell to. This information can also give you a valuable insight into how well organization is managed at the highest level. Ya, jadi kita lebih praktek sekarang ini, ya. Tidak hanya tadi teorinya sekilas, sekarang kita masuk ke prakteknya, ya. Nah, ini dia. Types of financial ratios. Ratio analysis is a tool that was developed to perform quantitative, ya, not qualitative, ya, quantitative analysis on numbers found on financial statements. Ratios help link different financial statements together and offer figures that are comparable between companies and across industries and sectors. So these ratios, basically, sisters and brothers, can help you to compare and contrast which one is the best one, which one is the worst one. whether your company is growing well, your company is going down, by taking these financial ratios. And this financial ratio also helpful for you when you are going to write a thesis in the end. Yeah, because somehow the student taking some financial ratios to measures and to link and match between independent variables and dependent variable. Yeah. And the financial ratio here, sisters and brothers, we have 5 measurements. We have ratios here. Liquidity, profitability, leverage, efficiency, and market ratios. What are they? Liquidity, in short, measures a company's ability to pay off its short-term debt obligations. Yeah. So liquid means the ability of an asset to be converted into cash. This is liquidity, liquid. Yeah, liquid. And here measure the company ability to pay off the short debts. The second one, profitability ratio, so a company's ability to generate profits from its operations. Solvency ratios quantify the firm's ability to repay long-term debts. Yeah. And the fourth one, efficiency ratios, measure the effectiveness of the firm use of resources. Efficiency. Output over input. Efficiency. What output can be obtained by taking such particular inputs. This efficiency. And the market ratios estimate the attractiveness of a potential of existing investment. Yeah. Any questions, sisters, brothers? Sigit, ada pertanyaan?
Belum ada, Pak.
Belum ya, tapi ya slide-nya sudah tampak ya Sigit ya, sudah sama ya. Type of financial ratios ya. Oke.
Yeah.
Saya lanjut, saya cepat aja karena sudah ada di modules ya. The first is about liquidity. Liquidity can be measured as several indicators. Saya sampaikan indikator ya, indicators. The first is current ratio. Ya, current ratio Anda bisa baca sendiri. Intinya adalah current ratio ini ability to pay off the short liabilities with its current asset. Jadi pembayaran secara cepat. Hutangnya sekarang, ada uang kas sekarang. This name is current ratio. This one, current ratio, current asset over current liabilities, and this is the examples. Now you can just read by own later on. Next one is about quick ratio. Quick ratio measures the ability of a company to pay its current liabilities when they come due to only quick asset. Jadi quick ratio ya, quick asset, current liability. Different with previous one. The previous one, the current ratio ya, the current ratio here is current asset. Current asset regardless the periodic of the converted into cash or into quick asset. Ya, jadi current asetnya boleh yang jangka waktu panjang boleh, jangka waktu pendek boleh, jangka waktu yang menengah boleh. Current asetnya. But in the quick ratio, it must be the quick asset. What is the most quick? What is the quickest asset that can be converted? Adalah cash. Ya, ini. Cash. Cash equivalents, short-term investment, or marketable securities. So whatever asset that quickly converted into cash considered to be quick asset over current liabilities. Second one, profitabilities. We have profit margin, yeah, net income over net sales. Net means after tax, yeah. Gross income before tax, net income after tax, and net sales. And the second one is that ROA, return on asset, yeah. The formula is net profit over total asset. So it means that the ability of the asset to profit, yeah, to generate the profit. So in the case of bank, to what extent the credit or the financing disbursed to the entrepreneurs able to generate profit. Ya, sehingga di situ adalah perbandingan net profit over total asset. Return on equity, ya, this is not the asset overall, but only the equity of stakeholders. Di sini teman sekalian. You see in the companies or in banks, sisters, the asset can be broken down into several or various type of asset. Yeah, it could be in the form of credit, ya kan, itu aset, or in the form of capital, it could be, or in the form of stocks. Yeah. Nah, equity here refers to the stocks, yeah, that paid by the stakeholders in the company, or I may say how much the accumulation of the asset from the stock. So this one will be used to generate profit, yeah, by taking the intermediaries, yeah. So here, net income over shareholders' equity. So to what extent the income generated through shareholders' equity, yeah, it should be positive. If negative, will be bad, yeah, in terms of ROA. The next one is about ROE, the same, yeah, investment revenue minus investment cost. So it means that it is the asset that may be owned by the company itself. Yeah, not from the shareholders, not from the credit, yeah, but from the own asset by the companies or the banks. Next one, leverage. Leverage means daya ungkit. Yeah, daya ungkit, leverage. And this leverage basically is based on the debt ratio. Yeah, somehow if you want to be leverage, yeah, somehow the banks take some loan or borrowing from other companies because he wants to upgrade the level of financing level. And here is the proportion of liabilities and the asset. So to what extent the liability here can be backed up by the asset, leverage. Jadi semakin tinggi itu semakin tidak baik, ya kan? Karena berbasiskan liabilities. So this ratio actually, the more debt ratio, the bad the company or the bank is. And the lower the debt ratio, the good the bank or company is. Yeah, because if the higher one, it means that the asset of the bank is backed by the liability. And the way around. Dia ada baca lagi, leverage. Debt to equity ratio. Yeah, so the debt over the equity. Equity means the stock from the shareholders. Again, here the higher is the bad, the lower the good. Yeah. The next one as efficiency, asset turnover ratio, turnover perputaran. Yeah, asset perputaran aset means it is coming from the sales basically. So if you have some income from the sales, usually the entrepreneurs or the bank will turn over the income into another sales, ya kan? Tidak semua dipakai untuk profit, ya, untuk dibagi, but somehow they put again into the business activities. So it is considered as the asset turnover ratio. So the more is the good, yeah, the more is the good, and the less quite bad, yeah, because if the turnover is low, yeah, it means that the portion of the earning is retained, ditahan, berarti tidak diputar tapi ditahan, gitu teman sekalian. Jadi semakin tinggi itu semakin bagus, rendah, nah itu berarti kurang ekspansif bahasanya, bukan jelek, kurang ekspansif, begitu, efisiensi. And the second one, inventory turnover ratio, inventory barang persediaan, ya. It is related with the companies that has activities dealing with the goods, ya, not services. Sama intinya, ya. The ratio of the turnover, ya, of the sales of total average asset, sama rumusnya. Inventory turnover ini ratio, ya, ini sama ini. Ya, inventory turnover ratio, ya, cost of goods sold, ya, over inventory, ya. The last one about markets, ya. Markets mean the amount of a company's net income, ya. Here, due to the markets fluctuations. Jadi kita dealing with the earning per share biasanya nih. Saham perusahaan atau saham bank, ya. Net income, preferred dividend, saham dividen yang disyaratkan, over number of common share outstanding. Jadi semakin tinggi itu semakin bagus. Berarti perusahaan itu semakin profitable. Ya, jadi earning per share-nya semakin tinggi, berarti perusahaan itu semakin bagus, semakin produktif, dan sebaliknya. Kedua, price to earning ratio, ya. Calculate the market value of the stock relative to its earning by comparing to the market prices. Jadi, we measure to what extent the price of the share compared to others. And here is the current price per share per earning per share. Jadi, apakah harganya semakin tinggi, ya, earningnya juga semakin tinggi, itu masalahnya. Kalau rasionya semakin tinggi, ya, berarti semakin bagus. Artinya harganya kompetitif. Begitu. Tapi semakin rendah dia, artinya dia harganya itu tidak mencerminkan pengembaliannya. Ya, jadi price to earning ratio itu semakin bagus, semakin tinggi semakin bagus, dan sebaliknya. Ya. Dividend yields, ya, hasil dividends, cash dividend per share, market value per share. Ini kita sepakat ya, semakin tinggi dividen hasil semakin bagus. Artinya semakin menguntungkan dia. Okay, the conclusion is the key financial ratios can help you to find out in is organization solvent. Apakah perusahaan itu tidak ada masalah, bisa menyelesaikan hutang-hutangnya. It is profitable, apakah menguntungkan, and how well it is managed. Jadi in the end, how well the company is well managed. Yeah. Therefore, if you can understand this one, you can measure to what extent your company, your activities is profitable, solvency, and sustainable in the future by taking that ratios or that financial key indicators. Yeah. Okay, dear brothers and sisters, any questions or you have any comments, please. Okay, if you don't have any questions so far, I have put in my class the assignments there. There are 2 assignments in the my class, the 3rd and 4th assignments, and those assignments basically ask you to develop analytical aspect on risk management and financial performance. So the assignment is not a question or is not the questionnaires, no, but it is the applicable case. So for example, in the 3rd questions, you are requested to develop a framework, yeah, of risk management, either from Islamic or conventional banks. What are the difference in terms of the risk management framework that they are conducting so far? And the 4th assignments, you are requested to take example a bank, either conventional or Islamic, yeah, and you put some financial ratio yeah, and you analyze whether the bank is profitable, whether it is solvent, or maybe sustainable based on the indicators that you have shown, that you have learned in the slides. Yeah, so this is the case study assignments. Yeah, so you can have practical applications in terms of risk management and financial performance. Okay, dear brothers and sisters, any questions or any queries, comments, feedback, please? Don't forget to click the attendance. Sigit, any questions, Sigit? Vandana?
Sir,
Yes, please.
so for the quiz number 3, we can select the recent year, or we can choose any other year in the financial performance.
Yeah. Free, brother. So you can just choose any year. Doesn't matter. So importantly, I just want to see your analytical development or analytical thinking, yeah, in developing a framework of risk. And you can select whatever bank, Pandana, either domestic or international banks. Up to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the period is 1 week. So don't to be rushed. You have 1 week time for assignment submissions. Okay, any others, please? Any other questions or comments, feedbacks?
Sir,
Yes, please, Licia.
I still don't understand about the efficiency. That is it. Is it affected to the management risk also in the future, or is
Yeah,
just analyzing the past?
yeah. Okay, thank you, Risha, for your observations about the efficiency. So efficiency in the short or in the simple understanding, Lisa, actually is the comparison between the output and input. So the formula, the simple formula is efficiency equal to output over input. Yeah. So to what extent the input can be transformed into output is efficiency. Yeah. So the more value supposed to be more efficient, and the vice versa. So in the context of risk management here, actually the efficiency can be back to the banking operations. Yeah, in the case of banking financial management, it can be referred to the banking operations between funding and lending. You see these two parts: funding left hand side, lending right hand side. Funding between customers and bank, lending between bank and entrepreneurs. So if we may, if proxy with the previous formula, funding can be proxy with input, lending can be proxy with output. So if you compare, in the case of bank, is lending over funding. So if the marks or the score is higher, it means that the bank is efficient because the bank can transform the input, the funding, into good lending, and the way around. This one, Lisa.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any others, please?
Sir, me.
Yes, Fira, please, Fira. Fira, who are you? Where are you now, Fira, by the way?
Pekanbaru, sir.
Okay, how is the family there so far?
It's good, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you for your information. Please, Fira, you have any queries?
Yes, sir. I want to ask, in applying risk management, do we need a consultant, sir?
Yeah, this is good question, Lisa. Therefore, I suggest you to join the certification of risk management later on, Safira, because you are prepared to be consultant in the end. Because if you have been certified by the risk management professionals, yeah, so you are eligible to be consultant. You have ability to give and share your humble knowledge to others how to manage the risk. So in this context now, yeah, for sure we need consultants, yeah, because the consultant here supposed to direct you and suggest you which one is the a threat, which one is the opportunities. Yeah, but this consultant usually very relevant to the companies. Yeah, because company dealing with the profit and loss, dealing with money, many peoples or many parties. So they want to be sustainable, yeah, in the futures. So somehow they will hire consultants, either internal or external. Yeah. So, but in context of personal, like you and I, maybe we just discuss with the lecturers, maybe, yeah, for as the consultants. No need to hire the professional consultants for the personal case. But the company, yeah, we need to hire them professionally. And usually, if you're in the context of banking, yeah, uh, I think you have learned before that the bank will have the auditor, yeah, audit, yeah, internal auditor and external auditor. So these two auditors will act as consultant for the bank, yeah, to what extent the bank is good or not good in terms of financial positions. So if they suggest that the bank is not good, so they will direct you to have a strategies how to mitigate the impact, to mitigate the risk, some by taking some strategies. Like that, Fira, my answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions or you have any comments? Not question, please. Maybe you have any experience personally in terms of risk management and others. Feel free. Any others? Mbak Dini, Mbak Erika, Mbak Irin, Mbak Nisa, perhaps, Mbak Rahmawati, Mbak Noni, Mbak Rizky, Mbak Windy.
Sir,
Yes, please, Fira, again.
me ask again.
Yes, yes, please, please.
I I see in meeting 3 have assignment, but it no inform the in we cluster and I led for submit the assignment.
Oh, in the previous, you lately submitted the previous assignments.
Yeah, because no one in class know the assignment.
Okay, doesn't matter. I will just revise the time. Yeah, I will revise the time until next week. So you can resubmit in case that you have not submitted. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I do understand. Everybody here is quite busy and maybe forgot about these assignments. Okay, I just extend in the system until next week.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome. Any others, please? Okay, if there are no questions, I do believe that you are still digesting or understanding the slides and the material contents. Yeah. So if you have any inquiries in the middle of this week, yeah, please don't hesitate to consult with us personally. Yeah, I'm happy to respond either about risk management, financial performance, and other related with the banking management. Okay, sisters and brothers, with that, I will end this sessions, yeah, today and this week. And for the next week, don't forget to update the details of the syllabus. And next week supposed to be your first test competency. Yeah. So I will inform you 2-3 days before the day about the content and maybe the technique how to solve the test competency one. But in all, the material will cover the second until fourth meeting. Yeah, so the material will cover second until fourth, and the detailed questions in terms of the form of the questions, I will inform you inshallah 2-3 days before the exams. So please just prepare since now, and please ensure you are understand the content. Okay, that with that, we end with Hamdalah together, sisters and brothers. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
I personally thank you for your attendance, your attention, and your questions. Yeah. I wish that this meeting will give you benefit and maybe understanding on risk management and others, and hopefully it can be applied at least in your daily activities. Okay, I end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
sir.